Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 29-year-old piece of gold. He is, of course, King Too Cold. And we coming to y'all live and direct with a very special Royal Rumble fallout, man. You know we got to give it to you straight. Every excuse me, I'm choking. Every single time we do a live stream during the pay-per-view, you know we got to follow up with one of them things called a sober view. In this case, I think I might be solo dolo on the sober part. With that being said, man, introducing our boy, me familia, me family. King Too Cold in the building, bro. What's good?
Man, what's up, Sleepy Hollow? You know we good, man. You know we man, we good, man. We live with the people. You know, we're gonna talk that talk, you know, before Raw come on. We're gonna see what happens for the first part of the show. We're gonna see who starts the show off, and then you know, we're gonna come back later and talk about what happened. But first things first, man, we gotta talk about that Rumble, man.
Well, absolutely. All right. So for those who missed the Rumble, the men's winner was Cody. The women's winner was Rhea Ripley, who also set a women's Royal Rumble record. She hung in there for an hour and 1 minute, but you also got to give love to Liv Morgan, who was in there in a close second. You got Bianca Belair defeating Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship, or to retain the Raw Women's Championship. Right. You got Bray Wyatt picking up the victory in the pitch black match. And then, of course, you got Roman Reigns defeating Kevin Owens. But that, of course, did not go without any shenanigans after. Bro, we got a lot to talk about. And we're going to talk about the obvious stuff last. I want to talk to you, though, man. So we got the return to that girl, man, Asuka, a.k.a. Kana, the evil empress. Dude, hey. She set the internet ablaze. You know, this is a version of Asuka we didn't think we were going to get in WWE. We're finally getting it. You and I, we had this conversation, man, you know, and I hate to rehash it, but it's fitting for this specific occasion because there was a moment in time when Asuka was killing shit in NXT. Then she came up to the main roster, and it almost seemed like they were softening her style. They weren't letting her be as aggressive as we knew her to be.
No, they weren't.
In NXT, and even before, you know, in Japan. And then slowly but surely, right after she came out of the pandemic, she really proved her worth as really one of the focal points in WWE. You started to notice, man, within the last year or so, you started to see that strong style, that hard hitting, that badass, that ruthless aggression, that no holds barred. Asuka started to really show out. And then we said this, man, you know, when Asuka started having her losing streak a little bit ago and she left for a little while, we said, man, you know, with somebody like the character and the caliber of an Asuka, it'd be so nice to see a heel Asuka or just like a serious Asuka. And, bro, we got that at the Royal Rumble. And apparently we're not the only ones that knew to watch out that nobody's ready for Kana. Because guess what? Soon as that music came out and she took that mask off and people saw, oh, this is, we getting you, Liv Morgan, and nobody else in that ring wanted that smoke. Too Cold. I know she's my girl, but I know you really love you some Kana Asuka. What are your thoughts now that you have some time to let it simmer?
Now that I had some time to let it simmer, man. First and foremost, I loved it. Yeah. The new music, love it. The new mask. What's going on, Kevin? The new mask, love it. The new face paint, it makes her look even more sinister, but yet just so I just love Asuka's just her whole aura, her whole character, just who she is, how she approaches the ring, just everything she brings to the table, man. I don't care that she speaks Japanese and she don't speak no English. I'm fine with that. I don't need to understand what she's saying because I understand what she means by her actions and what she moves and how and all that other stuff. So Asuka, or Kana, I'm loving it. Like I said, she just looks like she's about to just hit a new level. She's really about to hit a new level. I mean, yeah, it could kind of be maybe the same kind of style, that strong style, but I'm good with it, man. I'm good with it. I want it. I'm ecstatic, dude. I can't wait. I can't wait for her to wreak havoc. Like I'm waiting for her to come back, and I've been waiting for her to come back and do something because she's been away for a while, and honestly, she just deserved it, man. You know, Asuka's been putting in that work. Like I said, man, she was one of those pandemic warriors, man. One of the people that was always there, constantly there. And she was there afterwards, and they did what they could, and she ended up getting hurt or her teeth knocked out, and then coming back and then getting injured. It's all right, man. She needed some time off, man. That girl been putting in work on a constant basis. So yeah, I'm not mad about it. Now she's back, and now she's Kana now, and hey, I'm excited, and I just love, blue is my color. I love blue. So the fact it's just the face paint kind of looks like a broken glass, but yet it's just I don't know, man. When she just Asuka it's just something about her facial expressions, man. It's like when she took that mask off and stuck her tongue out, she got that look, and I said, "Ooh, you like one of them evil Japanese folktale, like you just, you look menacing. I love it. I just love Asuka, man. So I'm for it, man.
Before we get on to the next one, man, we got the LCJ in the building picking on good old franchise saying,
LCJ, man.
I heard franchise went and bought that Hardy album, a rock after hearing them yesterday. Yeah, you're all into bro country. Go get some. You hear? Nah, man. Nah, actually, Hardy's would put me to sleep during the live stream. So, I will not be listening to that. But hey, to each his own. To each his own.
Oh, right, man. That was funny.
Bro, speaking of returning, we all wonder where our girl Dewdrop was at. And then she came out as one of the competitors in the Women's Royal Rumble. And then they said, man, get that Dewdrop shit out of here, man. Dewdrop, who? Nah. We bringing back Piper Niven, bro. And the crowd lost their shit. Bro, okay, now that we got Piper Niven back, we got rid of Dewdrop. Now that Nikki ASH is done, we got Nikki Cross. Bro, Piper Niven, the women's division. We've been missing a couple people, lately. But hey, she was one of those main players, especially during the pandemic. What are your thoughts, man? Where do you see this year going for her as we head into Mania season?
I'm planning on right now. As what I want to see is what I was seeing before they both went away. Yeah. When you were seeing Piper trying to get Nikki to drop that ASH and go back to being who she was, I want them to pick that back up. Now she's back as Nikki Cross. Now we got Piper back, and I want I want to I want to see that team work well together because I think it could be a nice little team. That's a nice little you got the power and the crazy because that's basically what it is. It's power and crazy.
So you don't want to crazy. So you don't want to see them on a solo journey. You wouldn't mind them getting back into tag team.
Not yet. Right now, you bringing them back. Right now, you got to focus on the singles run because now Ripley, we're on the road to WrestleMania. The people that are going to be champions soon are set. Yeah. So it's not even. So right now, the only other thing that they can do is the tag team belts, which is fine because you can finagle the tag team championships. Damage Control been walking with those for a while. I'm assuming they're going to hold on to them belts. I'm assuming they're going to hold on to them belts till WrestleMania. And then we'll get a new, women's tag team champion. Then it could be those two. It could be Piper and Nikki Cross, which I'm fine with. So I want them to pick up from where they left off with that. Now that they've become who they need to be, and see where that goes from there.
Okay. Well, hey, man, look. So then moving forward, speaking of setting records, I already said Rhea Ripley. She set the women's record for the Women's Royal Rumble, 1 hour, 1 minute. But then we got Chelsea Green, who also set a record in the opposite as being one of the fastest female to get eliminated. And then, bro, there was a thing that happened during the Men's Royal Rumble match, and that's that boy Montez Ford. Bro, there was a second where and I didn't even realize this. Somebody had to point this out to me. When Montez Ford got eliminated, visibly he was pissed. But Montez has already kind of had these gears turning for a while now. And I didn't realize when he got eliminated, he actually landed in front of his wife's mom and father and was embarrassed. And I was like, oh, and it took a minute for somebody to point that out, that's who he, I was like, okay. So when he was flipping out, like that made so much more sense. We talk about, possibly reforming the Hurt Business and the Street Profits, going more in that direction as they're, rumored to be, one of the candidates. Bro, I'm going to ask you this now. I know we talked about this. Dawkins, my guy, I love him, an Ohio boy. Outside the fact he's from Cincinnati, I'm rocking with him. But I think the obvious elephant in the room is Montez Ford is destined for solo stardom. Do we give a attitude change to the Street Profits first, and then we proceed with a Montez Ford solo run, or do we just go ahead, man, and after Mania, go ahead and work our way towards that?
I think you okay. If I'm thinking what they're thinking, they may be ready to push Montez's singles career.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would just flip the Street Profits. They came to the main roster as a fan favorite. So it ain't like it's not like they've ever been really heels. They've always been kind of been the good guys. They've always kind of done the right thing. They've always made the jokes. They've done that stuff. So now I'm like, you know what? A heel run or just a more of a not so much jokey, but a more of a serious run is where I'm kind of thinking with both of them. You can still go with they may still do Montez may give up on them. I don't know, but they both kind of having a downfall. So it ain't like one can really blame the other. They both been kind of the reasoning. Like there was a point where I thought maybe Dawkins may turn on Ford because Ford was taking some of the pin. So I honestly feel like right now you're not ready to push him as a single star right now. Finish out with the tag, give them both a different perspective, and then maybe we'll go from let's see what that does. And then if it doesn't do anything, then go with the split.
Leo says franchise is back. I am back. I am back. And Kevin Smith says I wouldn't make him a heel. I think he'll be okay as a face. True.
True, but right now I think there's still a plethora of people that are in the company. Like there are some people who thought were going to be heels, but they've now become face. So it's like you need other people to be good quality heels. And some people, how charismatic they are. So the Street Profits as heels, I think that might that'll hit a little different. That'll hit different. So and if it is rumored that they may be a part of the Hurt Business, the new Hurt Business, I'm okay with that too, because I prefer them over Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. They're cool, but but there's so much more promise with the Street Profits than there is with those two.
Man, real quick, I want to shout out Earl as he's in the building as well.
Earl.
But speaking of the Hurt Business, man, let's talk about the main focal point of the Hurt Business, former WWE champion, that boy Bobby Lashley, as he and Brock Lesnar had a moment in the Royal Rumble, which we knew would happen. Unfortunately, bum ass Corbin was at the receiving end of a Brock Lesnar ass whooping, to no fault of his own, surprisingly this time. But okay. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley. I think everybody's on the same wave here. I think the end goal is to get them to WrestleMania, I believe, for match number 3. But I believe this time it's going to be done, quote unquote, right. If that's where you want to go. My thing is this, Tuco. Does this have to be a specialty match, or do you think these two could just go one-on-one regular match for this third one? Like, do you think Brock's going to be willing to do a regular match and go the distance?
They could do a regular match, and it could go maybe a good hot 15. Because I don't want to see a long match with these two. Like but I don't want it to be super short either. They can do a regular match, or they can do a last man standing match. And I think one of those would be the best for them, but I don't know, man. With the style, I feel like maybe if they do go a certain length, I feel like maybe 15 minutes would be the max. That's the max. So the minimum could be anywhere you really want to put it.
You know what's crazy? Even if I get like a solid 10, you ain't got to give me 15. 15 would be great. But we know Brock, you know what I'm saying? They don't pay that man by the hour. If you can give me a solid 10 to 12, even 10, but like make it like action packed. Don't be just Suplex City. Oh, he take a little bit of offense. Suplex City, boom, F5, Kimura lock done. Like, come on, man. Like, because people been wanting this for 20 years, man.
Yeah, you're right. And that's why I feel like they may just give it a proper match, but I feel like because you know these two are going to just it's not going you after a while you're going to kind of have to throw some of the rules out. Like the referee's going to have some discretion because you know these two are going to try to beat the holy hell out of each other. They're going to fight all over the place. So I feel like you got to make it a certain type of match. What type of match? I feel like you go with last man standing. I feel like you just go with a last man standing match. You put Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley in a match, and you just tell them to go at it. That way, whatever it is you have happen, it's got the finish got to be definitive because the person can't get up. There's no pin. There's no there's no DQ. There's nothing. You got to definitively win this match, and to me right now, that's the option. But hey, it could change by now.
Speaking of, man, so before I get to the next thing, so apparently we're gonna get Rhea Ripley's decision tonight on who she's gonna face at Mania, and Cody Rhodes, of course, is gonna be starting off Monday Night Raw. So we got those two things we know for sure. Speaking of Rhea Ripley, hey, I said it already. She set the title. She set the record in the Rumble, 60 minutes.
Why are you saying that? And not to take away from Ripley, but also give shout out to the Intercontinental Champion Walter, because he set the men's new record for 1 hour and 11 minutes. So he also, had a nice little run in the Rumble. You didn't mention him at all when we was talking about it earlier. So I want to make sure we throw that out there.
No, definitely shout out to Walter. Matter of fact, you actually reminded me there is actually something I want to talk about as far as Walter. So I actually bring it up right after this. Rhea Ripley. For the longest time, we said this last year that we speculated that Rhea Ripley would eventually be the one, from how we saw the roster lining up, be the one to dethrone the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Now she could choose Charlotte, but don't nobody think that. Right now, man, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. Is it finally time for Belair to lose? And is it a guarantee that Rhea Ripley is going to be the one to do it?
Yeah. But again, this time she won the championship and has been the champion since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She holds the belt till next WrestleMania. That's been a year. Yeah. She's been the champion a year. And she's already a multi-time champion. She's already won SmackDown. Yeah. She's already now won the Raw. So I mean, honestly, and it's not like her star power isn't going anywhere. Like she's still there, but it's time for somebody else. So no, and like I said, we were supposed to get this months ago. We was already supposed to have this matchup. So it's overdue, and I'm glad we'll finally be able to get it if that's the person she chooses. Because again, it's not like picking Charlotte is a bad pick.
Your mic covered.
There's you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. There's an axe to grind with those two. So therefore, I can see her picking Charlotte because, she got to get Charlotte back for that NXT title match at WrestleMania that she lost. So
it's crazy. She sort of alluded to that too, because she's like, I got history with Belair. Belair got more victories over me than I do her. But Charlotte Flair, we can't sleep on that either, because when I came up in NXT, I came up and I had my first WrestleMania match against Charlotte, and she took my NXT championship, which she technically didn't even go in NXT. So you're like, yeah, we got a little bit there. And when Rhea Ripley was first coming up in NXT, back when she had the blonde hair, a lot of people compared her to a younger Charlotte, little Charlotte, just the way she presented herself in the ring and stuff like that. So you got those comparisons. You want to kind of break that too. And what? Before we get on to Walter, Rhea, I was upset at first. I was very upset, much like I was the way Becky Lynch defeated Bianca Belair. But now hindsight is 2020, and I would say those two losses needed to happen. I didn't understand it at the time, but now looking back, Bianca needed to lose, because guess what? People hated Becky Lynch so much for the way she wasn't wrestling. She wasn't there, came back, and then this is who you beat in 30 seconds? But now look at the reign that Bianca's had. Same thing with Rhea Ripley. Or Charlotte Flair that. Yes, I was one of those people at one point in time like, bro, how many times am I going to give it to Charlotte Flair? But you know what? Absence makes the heart grow fonder, because it is what it is. Okay, I'm looking at it from an objective standpoint. Like, yeah, And just because I wasn't personally like maybe the biggest Charlotte Flair fan, you can't discount how great she really is. And yeah, so it pissed me off when she beat Rhea Ripley because Rhea Ripley was a young up and comer. She was somebody who I saw if they could beat Charlotte Flair, it'd be her. So when it was her versus Charlotte at WrestleMania for the NXT Championship, yeah, I felt like maybe they should have let Charlotte, go out on her back. But you know what? Rhea wasn't ready. Now look at her. She's just seasoned up. She'd have had time to stew in the pot. She'd have cooked up. She'd have got the gimmick together. I mean, now this gimmick she got now, the mommy gimmick right now. Yeah. Hey, put that shit in the bottle, put it on eBay, sell that shit, put a rocket on and send that son bitch to the moon because I'm buying it. Yo, too cold, man. Any thoughts before we get to Walter?
No. I agree with you. Rhea Ripley has definitely elevated her character. She's the hottest thing out of Judgment Day. Period. Like period. So no, it only makes sense. And again, like I said already, man, we were supposed to get this months ago. So if we're gonna get this for WrestleMania, and we know these two are two hard hitting women, I expect nothing but a spectacular match because I feel like I know they will give us their all, and it would be a good match. And I'm all for it. All for it.
Bro, before Raw starts to do their thing and we figure out what the hell going on there, I want to talk to you about Walter.
Right.
There has been the NXT main roster call up curse of sorts when it's come to people who have been presented as just dogs in NXT, and then they get called into the main roster. Shinsuke Nakamura, they kind of gave him the star treatment for like a couple weeks, then they killed that. Finn Balor, we all know the story with that. They gave that man the first ever WWE Universal Championship. He lost it. Never really been the same on the main roster since. And then so on and so forth. But bro, there was a little bit of me, bro, that thought maybe Walter. It started with the name change. And I'm like, damn, they burying my guy. And then no, the name change didn't really matter. And then they brought him up by himself with Ludwig Kaiser. And then it's like, all right, well, damn, now they killed Imperium because they just left old boy in NXT. And then they brought up Giovanni Vinci, and then they reformed Imperium. And bro, that performance that he had setting a record, 60 minutes, an hour and 11 minutes, excuse me. Bro, he was in there. He had some memorable moments. Came back chopping the holy hell out of Cody, knowing that Cody just got cleared for that torn pec. Him and Brock Lesnar, did you see the crowd go crazy? I feel like he got that moment that Keith Lee had the year before. Bro, let me talk to you. Well, matter of fact, you talk to the franchise, man. What are your thoughts on Walter? I see that man's ceiling. He has no ceiling. That man, I believe, has officially grabbed the brass ring in WWE, and I think he's got a long way to go.
He's most definitely done that. Walter is somebody people know. They want to see him go up against these guys. We got to see the big sweaty meat slapping, meats all around the ring when he was out there. Drew was out there. Sheamus was out there. We got Bobby Lashley out there. Like, dude, you had all the best. You had the top respected competitors, all former world champions, with the exception of Walter, because he hasn't won the WWE or the Universal Championship yet. And everybody want to see him. We've already seen him go up against Sheamus. Everybody want to see him go up against everybody else. Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. Like, bruh, I told you. I know what I saw what Walter and Sheamus could do. Man, give me that Drew McIntyre and that Walter. Hell yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. So, hey man, we already know Walter's resume. We already know what he can do, and we've been waiting for him to get to the main roster and get that respect that we know he should have. And now he's getting it. He's the Intercontinental Champion. He's got his boys Imperium with him. They're putting that respect in this thing they call ring, that life that there's no glossing over that, man. Yeah. He's the ring general.
I love the way she said it. I love the way she said it. The ring general.
Like, damn, boy, you better put some respect on them boys' name, man. And I'm for it, man. But to see him get that, but that's just a testament to who he's always been, man. That tough dude that just he can go in the ring, and his stamina, his endurance is he doesn't look like the most fit guy, but yet he's one of the most fit guys in that ring.
Yeah.
And it will chop the shit out of you.
Man, Chop City. As right now, we got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, getting ready to come out. My God. Sorry if y'all hear me coughing, man. It is hot as hell. So that is my bad. My badness. I'm talking to my friend. All right. So we got Tony Khan in the building. Hey, what's happening? Thank you.
Tony, man, what up, man?
All right. Let's see. What Joe say? Joe says, I don't know. Walter being in the Rumble first for over an hour, Cody being 30 and fresh, it took everything Cody had to win. Walter, to me, was the winner technically. I think the ending could have gone differently. Yeah, but you got to pay off the story. Everybody knew Cody.
I mean, but again, Walter is somebody gonna have to get off my Hulu. Walter is he's the Intercontinental Champion, so you don't really expect him to win. Now they made him, honestly, they just let us know, and all this was to let us know it will be soon.
Yeah,
that's all that was.
Yeah.
It will be soon. He's already the Intercontinental Champion. He came into the Royal Rumble, his first Royal Rumble, and he outlasted everybody else except for Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes being the fresher guy, but Walter still being that beast that even though he's been in that match that long, Cody still had to give him everything he had to beat him. So I'm not mad that it. I'm mad at how long it took, but I'm not mad that Cody had to really fight to get Walter out because Walter's a beast. You just can't sleep on Walter, bro. No. So it played the part that it needed to.
Absolutely. Earl says franchise is coughing because he's reporting live from the couch.
Keep talking to the people.
Oh man. Let's see. Tony says, I think we can see a non-title dream match between Cody and Gunter, aka Walter. As right now, we got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in the ring. Let's hear what Cody got to say. And as soon as we hear what Cody got to say, we're going to come right back with a part 2 of the Monday Night Black Party, a.k.a. the official Monday Night Raw review. My boy Cody looking spiffy in that Cuban white outfit. Come on, Cody. Don't take all year to start talking. Let's go.
All right, man. My Hulu.
Oh, you got in?
No, I ain't got in. It won't let me watch nothing.
Oh, all right. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to pause this here? That way you can catch up.
No, man, no. You talk to the people, man. Let them know. We gonna keep going. I'm gonna fix the situation. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix the situation.
All right, cool. As right now we got Cody.
What's going on?
We got Cody in the ring and the crowd chanting, "You deserve it." Come on, Cody, get to talking. We know you're gonna start crying. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in to the stream right now. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you. Y'all heard the man. What do y'all want to talk about? Cody then went all elite saying that. That is absolutely true. That was definitely an AEW Cody reference right there. Kevin says, y'all know Cody finna hit us with them big words like T.I. expeditiously. Oh, man. Come on, Cody. Cody Luther King giving this Greto speech. Let's go. And I'm sitting in my beater Volkswagen Jetta, and I'm about to Cody, you talking about this Volkswagen Jetta? Let's see what Earl say. Earl says, "Do you think wrestling needs to back off the leaks before matches?" I do think so, man, because unfortunately, with all the leaks and stuff like that, it ruins the mystique and suspense around certain storylines, and it's like watching, the end of a movie without seeing the trailer, and it just. My thing is, it kills it. sometimes I think leaks are good for the business, but I think a lot of times they just ruin it because now you're trying to outthink the writers. Now you're trying to outthink the product. And I think when you do that, when you're trying to be a booker instead of a fan, I think when you don't get what you want, man, it makes the whole experience a lot more terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Cody Rhodes, and you're going to give out grooming tips. Would I tell him that you're going to win the Intercontinental Championship?
Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Retro glory. Would I tell him that you're going to paint your face and become less than? That triumph will become tragedy, will become triumph all over again.
All right, Cody. Rumor is Cody gonna bring back that winged eagle.
I mean, why not? That's the belt that he needed to win for. That's the belt his daddy didn't get to win.
Yeah. Get rid of that big bulky ass W.
You do what everybody tells you not to do. You take an excursion, and part of that excursion is fully focusing on the industry's health, and I ended up neglecting my own. Would I tell them that on January 28th, 2023, at the Royal Rumble,
look at Cody. Well, Cody, you didn't really outlast 29 others.
Right.
He was number 30, Cody. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
Stop the cap.
See, I hate that for certain people when they like when you came out number 30. It's like, nah, you can't say you outlasted because you didn't go through the match. Now, if Walter had won it, no, I outlasted 20. Yeah, you did, bro. You started the match and you finished the match. Yeah, you outlasted everybody. I've always hated that aspect when certain winners at certain numbers.
Look at my boy Cody. Oh man, WrestleMania is so close, yet so far away. Oh man, I don't know what we're about to do.
Hey.
We got to make it past Elimination Chamber. My heart can't take it.
No, we can because we got a nice little build up. It's the build up that's going to be the thing. But I think with now so many people with Triple H in charge and him kind of having I don't say it a total idea, but
yeah,
I can kind of see at least 4 or 5 matches that are going to be some pretty good matches.
Hell yeah.
But for that to be
okay, Cody. Cody talking that talk.
I have to stand across from an entire bloodline.
Oh, okay.
That's how they're doing the family bloodline versus bloodline.
Yeah. Okay. I'm liking this. But who from Cody's side gonna come out though? Cody ain't gonna take on the bloodline. Huh?
Oh, well, he gonna take on the bloodline by himself unless Dustin retires soon. But I don't think he's gonna have to, because again, we got another story that's gonna take place that's gonna distract some folks. So I don't think that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that.
And the crowd chanting Roman sucks. And did you hear the "fuck you Roman" chants on Sunday or Saturday?
Cause man, they beat up Sami.
Man, they was hurt. I was hurt too though. Damn, 62 days.
2 months.
I like how they reposition Cody.
Oh, that's Cody. That's Cody doing. That's Cody's doing. You know he knows it.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the WrestleMania sign?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see how you call that too? Hey, we watch this too much.
I mean, we ain't talking this talk because we don't know this shit.
It's the WWE Undisputed Universal.
All right, my boy Cody.
So he going after
All right,
it. So he ain't splitting it. He ain't splitting it. He going for both titles. So I'm assuming the split's gonna come after him. That's fine.
Okay.
You're gonna have one. You're gonna have one match. It is what it is, and you're gonna okay. It did. The title split can come after him.
Yeah.
Because he won't need to hold both titles, but he'll be the guy that beat the guy with both. Okay. All right. Fine. Cool. I'm good with that. We can roll with that. Hold up. But we got Thug Life in them.
Yeah, Prison Dom in them. Hey, that's Prison Dom. Finn from the pen. And Damian Priest.
Oh, now he coming out. Oh man, I swear these boys, man.
I mean, I won't be mad at a Cody versus Balor match though. Hold on, what we got cracking?
We could get that.
Okay, Bullet Club reference. I like it.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot take Dom seriously, dude.
Mommy Rhea.
Tony says Cody meets the House of Purple. That is true. No, you wouldn't, bro. No, you wouldn't.
And Finn Balor, don't you stand there and Finn. First of all, Finn, don't you stand there like that was supposed to happen.
And you know what, Cody? You put your hands on me.
Yeah, this is.
You ruined my moment.
Yeah, this is painful.
Yeah, this really is, man.
Yeah.
I need a drink. Say hello.
Goodbye. I don't want to see that shit for the rest of the week. Oh man. Come on, get to your point so I can eat. I ain't gonna lie, I like that WrestleMania sign though.
Yeah. I like how they ref that. I like how they reference that.
Yeah.
Damn, if you don't get your wet behind the ear, man, I'm about to go.
This is very different. I mean, I even mentioned the royal families, the Mysterios, the Rhodes. I have an immense amount of respect for your father. Yeah, respect for my dad. You know what? That's really funny because I don't have any respect for my dad.
He remind me of like a badass 12-year-old, dude.
And that's all he's acting like. Is a badass, like, man, it's like, dude. Like, I want somebody in the match to put some water on his face and wipe off that tattoo.
Hell yeah. Throw some Aquafina in his face.
Right, man. Just wipe this off. Like, man, get this off your face, man. We gonna get Cody Rhodes wrestling tonight?
Come on, Cody. Come on, Cody. Give the people what they want, Cody.
Oh, he got to wrestle.
Wow. I cannot believe Dominic Mysterio. Man, Dominic Mysterio, bro. Getting to fight Cody Rhodes. Ain't that some shit?
I mean, the kids of the legendary fathers. Why not? You got the youngest of you got the two youngest of two legendary fathers, Dustin Rhodes and Rey Mysterio. You got Cody Rhodes and Dom. Now, Dom is not even on Cody's level, but I mean, he's he's unfortunately he's the blood of Eddie Guerrero. I mean, Rey Mysterio.
Whoa! Sacrilege.
But no, man. I mean, it's fine. It's okay, man. It's a nice warm up match for Cody.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. He showed up for the Royal Rumble. Cool. We got Elimination Chamber qualifying matches: Gargano versus Baron Corbin. I don't want either one of them in that tournament actually. But no, I'm fine with the match. It's a nice tune-up match for Cody. First real match back. I mean, Royal Rumble is just the Royal Rumble. You know that you know it is what it is. As we're going to get Seth Rollins versus Chad Gable for the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. But I don't mind this. He needs a tune-up. Make sure he's good. Check all the boxes. It looks like they might. Oh no, Cody got to go change. So
yeah,
we're gonna get this later on. But
we got Edge coming out. Edge,
let's go. Boom,
beating the piss out of the Judgment Day.
Boom. Hell yeah.
Right, so look like we're gonna have Edge on a consistent basis going up until Mania.
Oh, of course.
Edge up here will unload the kana, whoop ass on the Judgment Day. As Adam Pearce.
Him and Finn Balor. It's gonna be him and Finn Balor.
Okay, here
you know Cody gotta come. You know Cody gotta come give a hand.
Yeah, Cody throwing them things. We're gonna get a tag team match or something.
You know, he ain't gonna let the beat down just go without going.
All right,
what's gonna have to happen later, because unless Cody finna just wrestle in his suit, it's gonna have to happen later. But bro, man, we've been on for 42 minutes, man, talking with the people, man. Any final thoughts, man, before we get out of here? Because we are finna get out of here. We gave you the Royal Rumble. We are not giving you 3 hours overall.
Not at all.
We are coming back later.
We are coming back later. Gotta eat a little bit. But
no, man. Yeah.
Look, Cody Rhodes came out. We're gonna find out who Rhea gonna challenge. And we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. The first match is gonna be Seth freaking Rollins versus Chad Gable. So that's different, but I want to see it because I like Gable. I like Seth. So we're gonna see.
But it's Seth freaking Rollins. So, you know, you can see him being an Elimination Chamber match. Now the question is gonna be, what's the winner gonna get for being an Elimination Chamber match?
Right.
Okay, so that is going to be an opportunity after the WrestleMania or whatever, but yeah, we're gonna see.
All right, well, guys, we will be back to you live and direct. You know what I'm saying? In a little bit. You know how we do. You know,
a couple of hours. It's Raw. It's a 3-hour show. We'll see you in a couple of hours. We ain't gotta be subtle about it. We'll see you in a few.
But with that being said, until we see you, we'll see you when we see you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am yours truly, the 29-year-old piece of gold. He is your king.
The sleepy host. You are now AKA the sleepy host.
Hey, yes, sir. Peace.